The rain stop yet?
Yeah, about 3 seconds after I walked into the building. Now go ahead, laugh. You're used to this climate.
You mean the northern hemisphere?
Mm-hmm. I never liked winter.
Well, 3 out of 4 seasons, that's not bad.
Days like today remind me why. I need sun. I need the outdoors. I want to go to the ranch. Where it's warm. Where you can go from the inside to the outside without having to worry about a complete change of wardrobe. Want to come with me?
What?
To the ranch. You want to come with me?
Morning. Hey, Dad.
Hey, Kevin, what's up?
Well, I've got some great news. And I've got some bad news. I'm just a news machine this morning, so tell me, what do you want to hear first?
Oh, your choice. I'm keeping my decision-making to a minimum.
Okay. Well, I've got an exclusive. And it's big. It's really big. It's hot. It's sexy. And it's guaranteed to sell, oh, 1 million copies.
1 million copies?
Yes.
So I assume that's the good news. What could be the bad news?
You're going to hate it.
We've been here before. Exactly how much am I going to hate this?
So much that you're probably not going to want to run the piece.
Well, how do you know?
Where do you think she is?
She's in Canton to see Charlotte Stonecliffe.
Oh, God, of course that's where she is.
Wait, that does not make sense. She always refused to go back home to Ohio.
She was terrified.
But she was motivated.
That's right. Leave it to Dorian to refuse to do something that you know that she should do. Say she would die before she does it, and then she goes off and does it, but on her own terms.
Well, she's being a damn fool.
What's so foolish, Mel? You wanted her to go.
Yes, but not alone. Well, what's the big deal? She is a grown-up.
Grown up won't protect her from this.
From what?
I think Dorian's in danger. And I mean real danger.
Dorian, dear, come inside.
I can't.
Dorian. Dorian. Dorian, come here. Come into the house, dear.
I can't.
Why? Ever not.
I don't want to.
But you've come all this way. I'm afraid. Afraid? It's just too much. It's too much. But dear, what's there to be afraid of? Dorian, I can't imagine. Get up now. It's bitter cold. You must come into the house. That's my girl.
Are you angry at me?
Of course I'm not angry. Why would I be when you come all this way to see me? Come inside, child. Let me make you something warm to drink.
No. I made a mistake.
Mistake?
Yes. I shouldn't have come here. I don't want to go in that house.
It's your own home. It'll always be your home. Now come inside. Warm up.
Come on now.
We're going to Canada.
Okay, yes, we are.
Wait a minute. Don't you think you should call Miss Stonecliffe just to make sure Dorian's there first?
No.
No, she'll just lie to us anyway.
I don't want to let her know that we're on our way.
What happens when you get there and she's not there, Mel?
Well, then maybe we'll have wasted a trip. But if she is with Stonecliffe, my guess is she needs us.
Oh, you make it sound like it's so serious.
Because it is.
Well, I think you are all overreacting.
There are 2 unresolved deaths in this family's past. Now, whatever psychic harm comes to Dorian, I believe she's in physical danger as well. Come on, we need to get to the banner. We need to start running on this.
Okay, I need to let Kevin know that we're leaving town.
What?
Mel,
Guys, make sure you call us in case you hear anything.
Of course we will. The minute we have anything to tell, we'll phone. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Listen.
Be careful.
Yep.
do you really think that's where she went?
Yes, I do.
Great, now I'm scared to death.
Well, you know what? You're not the only one.
It's freezing in here. I'm gonna go take a hot shower.
Why don't you do that?
Oh, God. It's Dorian.
Hello.
Well, don't sound so uncertain. It's only me.
Ian, hi. When did you get back?
Do you know any Elena Graves?
Sure. She's in charge of fundraising for the LU Foundation.
She's also an embezzler.
What?
She's been skimming the cream off the top of that fund for at least the past year.
Are you serious? Does Doc Doherty know that?
Probably. He's been sleeping with her.
What about his wife?
I don't think she's involved in that particular relationship, hence the word adultery.
Kevin? No. Okay? No. This is not for us. This is for the son. Besides, I don't even know if I believe it.
I have the financial records to prove it. Bank statements, electronic transfer receipts, the whole bit. I even have documentation in there that says Elena Graves checks into the Waterside Inn every Tuesday and Thursday afternoon, like clockwork.
How do you know she's with Doc?
Don't think this gets any less tacky, but I have witnesses. I also have a photograph of the two of them leaving the Waterside Inn together.
Kevin, where did you get this information?
Miss Graves has made several enemies in her time, and one of them happens to be in a position to give me some very compelling leads. As for the rest, let's just say I'm a very resourceful and persistent journalist.
Well, you're right. I hate it.
Yeah.
And I would really rather not run with it.
Take your personal feelings out of this, Vicky, and look at it strictly as a news story.
Clint, I'm well aware of its merits as news. It is the personal connections that appall me.
Could you do me a favor then, please? At least look over my notes before you refuse to run this story?
So, Ian, tell me, how was your trip?
Excellent.
Good. When did you get back?
Oh, about 20 minutes ago.
And you called me first?
Well, you aren't the only one who lives in that house. Although I do want to know what's going on with the son. I would actually like to talk with Kelly.
She's up, taking a hot shower. And about the son, well, there's been some major developments.
Don't tease me, just tell me the facts.
Not on the phone.
What, has Todd got it tapped?
Where are you right now?
I'm on the yacht.
Oh, you know what? I'll be right there.
You know, if we don't run that story, somebody else will.
And that someone will play it up till it's outright sleaze.
Okay. All right, go ahead with it.
Great. Hey, there's going to be a lot of fallout from this, Kevin, so be ready with a follow-up piece.
Dad, I've been trying to get Dr. Doherty's office on the line for the last 36 hours. I want to schedule an interview to get his side of the story. But if it's okay with the both of you, I'd like Cassie to do that interview. She's much more likely to get the answers out of him than I am.
Go to it.
Thanks. Mom, sorry.
You made the right choice.
Small consolation for printing tabloid trash in the banner.
Well, I'll tell you what. After this, the ranch will feel like a good, clean shower.
Boy, you're relentless, aren't you? Well, I can't, Clint, not now.
If not now, when?
I don't know when. This story is going to turn everything upside down.
Oh, well, now, there's a dodge if I ever heard one. There's telephones, faxes, modems. You'll be as much in touch as if you were right here.
Really? Well, I beg your pardon, but it was not a dodge. And I think it's a pretty cheap shot for you to suggest that it is.
Cheap shot? Just... What are you saying?
Well, I guess I'm saying that if we're going to create a firestorm, perhaps we should stand by with a fire extinguisher. What is so incredibly amusing?
Well, all these years, and I still don't understand you.
All these years? Okay, I object to your tone, your implication, and your sense of time. And that is why I do not want to go to Arizona with you.
Okay, make arrangements for a flight. I'll go clear us with Vicky.
All right. Hi.
Guess what?
Not only did I get the LU Foundation story approved, I also got you approved to do the follow-up with Dr. Doherty this afternoon.
Oh.
What do you mean, oh?
I think Mel figured out where Mother is.
And?
Canton.
Wow, back to the old homestead.
I have to go, Kevin.
I guess you know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I guess. I can guess. Abandoned, disappointed.
Frustrated, Cassie. Let's not forget
Okay,
frustrated.
Kevin, I was getting too frustrated.
You know, it's you that I'm concerned about much more than myself.
Please don't start telling me what you think is best for me.
Because I'm not trying to be patronizing, okay? Or anything else that you think I am trying to be. I just want to see you stand up for yourself. And I want you to let your mother do it for herself. I just don't think that the sins of the mother should be visited. You know what I mean.
Kevin, I've told you this. The problems that my mother is dealing with affects the entire family.
Yes! Because your mother makes everybody else pay.
No, don't be smart. Come on.
Fine.
Kevin!
Cass, I know this is important to you, but you cannot take this upon yourself. Please, let your mother straighten things out for herself for once in her life.
You know, Kevin, you might be right and under any other circumstances, but my mother isn't going to some sort of family reunion picnic. Okay, she's going to, I don't even know what. Hello. Hi, this is Cassie Carpenter from the Banner. I'd like to charter a plane to Canton, Ohio. Sure, I'll hold. She's already in a terrible state, and now she's gone off alone. And hello, yes. Yes, I'm still here. Yes. Don't you love it when they tell you to hold on when you're already holding on?
What were you saying?
Okay, listen. I'm not trying to be melodramatic here, but my mother's come back to her ancestral home, God help her. And there are 2 unexplained deaths in the family. And the more Mel and I dig into them, the more suspicious they become. Now, Kevin, would you let your mother fend for herself under these circumstances? No, I'm sorry that I can't work on the Doherty piece with you. Really, I would love to.
There'll be other stories. Where'd Mel go?
He went off to talk to your mother. Hi, yes. Yes, Canton, Ohio today as soon as possible.
Nothing's changed. Mama's piano's gone.
When I closed up the old wing, I locked it up in there. It was the most painful reminder of happier times.
Why must you do this to me? How can I work? How can I practice? Dorian, I'm speaking to you. You will answer me.
It's all here. After all these years, it's all still here.
I live amid them. The memories. They're like a familiar scent in the house. I'm surrounded by them. Are you still chilled? Oh, it's a dreadful day. Have you a bag?
In the car.
You didn't call. I might have been away. Did you plan this trip? Dorian, does anyone know you're here? This'll take the chill out of your bones. I'm sorry it's not the good china. But when you're really cold, I always think a mug is more comforting.
You always used to say that.
No, I always gave you the good china.
No, I mean that you always used to say, this will take the chill out of your bones whenever you gave us something warm to drink.
And did it take the chill out of your bones?
Yes.
Well, then. Did you know that I had a visit from your daughter, Cassie? And to Mr. Hayes?
Yes, I know.
It was a little unexpected and quite troubling to me.
I'm sorry.
I called you, you know, right afterwards. I left a message on your answering machine.
I didn't get a message.
Well, I did call.
I was in California with Kelly and Melinda, and perhaps they chose not to give it to me.
I called again a second time. I talked to a young woman who took my message. Who would that have been?
Could have been any number of former maids or Kelly. Once again, deciding not to tell me. You see, I was in Italy for a while with Mel, Mr. Hayes. He took me.
Cassie looks... Well, I thought it was you, Dorian. She's the spitting image of you when you were younger. Why wouldn't someone have told you I was trying to reach you?
They've been asking questions.
They? Who are they?
Mel, Cassie, Kelly, and even Blair.
What questions are they asking?
They've been asking about Mama and Papa.
Oh, the girls want to know about their grandparents.
They've been asking about the way they died. And about Melinda's accident. And about you. They've been asking about you.
And Holly answered the questions. What have you told them?
I'm getting mixed messages here.
Are you? All right, then. Let me be direct. I am resistant to pressure.
I don't mean to pressure you.
Oh, but you're so good at it.
I am simply trying to find out your intent, Victoria.
Ah, okay. My intent, such as it is to continue the process of healing myself, if that's agreeable to you.
I don't think sarcasm is called for.
Really? Felt right to me. Now, when I reach the end of this process, where I will be and what I will be capable of is still very unclear to me. Therefore, you are going to have to live with not knowing, as I have learned to.
I can do that. I can do that.
Oh, can you? Can you? Seems to me you have jumped to some pretty premature conclusions.
Oh, does it? Well, I didn't invite you to the ranch with any expectations or having jumped to any conclusions at all. You want to know what I thought?
Why don't you tell me?
I thought that we'd have a quiet weekend to recharge and rest up. I have a new bay mare at the ranch with a mouth like velvet and a canter like a rocking chair, and I thought the two of you might join up. I thought we might take a couple rides at sunrise, have breakfast on the terrace in the sunshine, spend our evenings maybe in front of the fire listening to some good music, maybe even better conversation. And I thought we'd just be together. That's what I thought. And that is all that I thought.
Is that a fact?
Yes, ma'am, that is a fact.
Well, didn't feel that way to me.
Vicki, why don't you give me some credit? I know you have to do this in your own way, in your own time. All I'm asking is that you, as a favor to me, is that you just take a good long look at what's happening here. If you keep backing up from every chance to be with me, to explore your situation as gently as we can manage, then that tells me one of two things. Either you don't truly want to face up to your problem.
Oh, thank you for that vote of confidence.
Or you just don't want to face up to them with me. And either way, I'd just like to know the score.
Come in.
Bad timing. I'm sorry.
So am I. I'm sorry as hell.
You said come in.
Yeah, I meant it. Clint and I were at something of an impasse. For a change. You weren't interrupting anything.
This may not be the right moment to ask you for another favor. But it's critical that you say yes.
So, your trip went well, then?
Yes. I made the first moves to unload Guy's more unwieldy holdings and narrow the Armitage focus to my love of communications. I spoke with advisors and solicitors, guys most dour and dreary top people. I told them that I intended to stay here in Landview.
Oh, that's great. Well, what did they say?
Oh, they were suitably appalled. Then I told them that I intended to increase Armitage holdings here and that I would stay out of their hair vis-a-vis European and British papers and stations, and they cheered up immediately. We'll give Guy credit for one thing, though. He certainly put good people in place over there. I mean, they know their job inside and out. And just want to get on with business. What's going on with the son?
Ian, when you called and I told you that everything was fine, actually, I just didn't want to trouble you when you had other important matters on your mind.
What matters most is the son.
Yeah, well, you're going to be very unhappy then when you find out our first move with Todd didn't go exactly as planned.
And why is that?
Because he found out what we were up to and made a very successful counter-offer to the Sun staffers.
He what? And how did he find out?
Ian, there was no way that Todd was going to tell me how he caught us, but he definitely caught me, and he knows that I'm part of it.
That's a lot he knew for somebody who was supposedly in the bloody dark.
You know what, Ian? I think it was one of those Sun staffers that must have spilled it to Todd because he made the counteroffer the very next morning.
Really? After we met with them here?
Yeah, I mean, great timing, right? But I can tell you for sure that it wasn't Charlie Briggs.
Well, I would like to find out who it is and slit his tongue.
Okay, well, wait. Just calm down, relax. There's no need for any mayhem because I have an idea, a new one. And they're not really ready to lay it out for you just now. But, hey, listen to me. This would make the Sun such a liability to Todd that he would have to give it to you. You could get it from him at fire sale prices. Ian, trust me, I have more personal motivation than any human being could possibly need. There would be nothing that would make me happier than taking the Sun away from Todd, okay?
As he has taken your daughter away from you.
Exactly.
I understand that kind of motivation and know how powerful it can be.
I just need one okay from you on a small item.
Which is?
Would it be okay with you if the plan that I laid out was devious, ruthless, and just a little bit dishonest?
Why, these are a few of my favorite things in a business negotiation. And that appeal is doubled when dealing with someone like Todd Manning. But is this plan going to be effective? Does it carry any legal complications for me?
Not one. Not one, I'll guarantee it.
Okay. Then I would very much like to hear Plan B.
Okay. Well, I can't really just do it. Give me a couple of days just to fine-tune it for you, all right?
I look forward.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I would like to find out who ran Plan A off the rails and make them regret it deeply for the rest of their lives.
So would I. And if you find out, will you let me know? I'm gonna just get out of here because I have a lot of work to do, you know.
Well, then you get to it.
Thanks.
Well, I mean, of course you and Cassie can have the time off, but I really wish, Mel, that you would think about this before you go.
I have thought and thought, but I don't see I have a choice anymore.
Look, you've already decided that you were going to let Dorian make her own choices and suffer her own consequences.
Yeah, that'd be fine. If I hadn't pushed her this far with a little help from Cassie, I'll be damned if I'll let her twist in the wind. Especially when things might be...
Might be what?
She's all alone out there, and I'm afraid that she's in danger. I mean serious danger, not emotional, physical.
Obviously, you have to go. I mean, does she have any idea how lucky she is to have you looking after her? I wish you'd look after yourself as well.
I'll try.
I need to know what you told the others. Your daughter, Mr. Hayes, your nieces.
I told them about Melinda's accident.
What about it?
About what Mama did.
Oh, Dorian, you shouldn't have done that. Oh, but I understand. I do. What did you say exactly when you told him?
I told him that Mama made me race. That she made me challenge Melinda.
Go on.
And that she cut the girth on the saddle.
Oh, dear. You know I never believed that story.
She did. I saw her. I remember it.
I'm sure you needed to remember it that way. But you know as well as I that every bad thing that happened in this family happened because you went to your father with that story.
I remember the fighting. I remember how furious Mama got at me, and I remember that Papa tried to protect me from her.
Did you tell them that?
Yes, I did.
And what else? What else did you tell them?
How was London?
Cold and wet, like a dog's nose. No, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. God, I love it there. Especially seeing as I live here now. Actually, I spent most of the time missing you and just wishing that you were with me.
Oh, I wish I was there too. But it's been really complicated here lately. I missed you.
Well, we should plan a trip, and soon. I mean, I think you would love the house. We could go to the theater and go clubbing. But I have some business I need to take care of first.
Oh, that was a mood swing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am furious at a deal that's gone wrong.
Here or in London?
Here. That business I had with Blair, the confidential matter that got you so upset.
Yeah?
Well, it went straight to hell. Now, that had nothing to do with Blair, mind you, but someone betrayed our plan, and I am so angry that I could just bend iron.
There's something you need to know, Ian.
Cassie, I can only imagine how hard this is for you, sweetheart, and I will do anything I can to help you, okay?
Well, that means more to me than you know. And, Mel, there's a problem with our flight.
No, what?
Well, the rain that we're getting here is snow in the Midwest. And, there aren't any planes taking off for landing. There's another big storm coming in right behind it.
Oh, we'll drive.
Are you nuts? You drive into a blizzard?
I have no choice. I have to go.
I don't like that idea.
No, I'll take good care of Cassie, Kevin. Don't worry.
I'm sure... Hey, I'll go with you.
No!
No.
Kevin, please, trust us on this one.
I appreciate your instincts, Kev, but a situation as volatile as this, another strange face added to the mix, only make things worse.
Thanks, I'll try and believe that.
In the first place, place, Kevin. You have just handed me a blinding piece of yellow journalism, which you have to stay and follow up on, don't you?
Yeah.
In the second place, I can't have all three of you gone at the same time. Now can I?
All right. This is a long haul in good weather. We got to get going.
Thank you, Vicky.
Sweetheart, you take care of yourself, all right? That's the only important thing.
Okay, all right.
Still wish I was going with you.
Honey, I'll have my cell phone, and I'll keep you posted.
You better. I love you.
You better.
Oh, hey, please, again, both of you, be careful.
That's all. That's all I told them because I don't remember anything else very clearly.
It was a terrible night. No wonder you can't make yourself recall it all. I've tried for so long and so hard to protect you from the ramifications of that night.
What were they? What could they have been? I keep remembering something. I haven't told anybody this.
He's dead. He's dead, Dorian.
And I don't know if it's a dream or if it's real. But Papa's right there lying on the floor. And you're leaning over him. And you say to me, he's dead. But you say it to me accusingly. Did I hurt Papa? Did I? Miss Stonecliffe, did I kill my father?
Stay tuned for scenes from the